Hey, Chris Jarvis here. I want to share something with all of you. It's really important that we see differently so we can live differently, so we can business differently, so we can love differently, so we can just have a little different perspective. So today we're going to talk a little bit about gain from loss. For me, the hardest time in my life was when my sister Dee was in the hospital. This was not that long ago. So we lost Dee about 1.5 years ago. And it was a very sad situation to have someone younger than you go into the hospital. And what happened when I went back east was it was the first time when we were in the hospital and then later in hospice that I could remember my parents and my youngest sister and I were in a room, in a hospital room with my sister Dee. And we wanted, for the first time that I can remember in my life, all of us wanted the same thing. First, we wanted Dee to get stable. And then we wanted the neurological test results. And then when they came back, we all wanted her to find some peace. And we all wanted the same thing. And as horrible as this situation was, and how sad it was to lose Dee, it was the one moment I remember, even while it was going on, my parents working together. So everybody was going in the same direction. And even as sad as the situation was, there were moments in it where I looked at that and thought, wow, this is my fondest memory of my parents. And last Christmas when I went home to check on my parents, I brought that up to my mother and said, this is my favorite memory of you and my favorite memory of Dad. And she said, yeah, it was the worst week of my life, but I know why it was important to you. I know why you got a lot out of this. She said, Chris, for 40 years, you have tried every way you can to try and get your father and me to move in the same direction. You tried every way you could to get us back together. You tried everything you could do as the oldest to try and make it work for us. You tried to bring the family back together. You spent your whole life doing this. It's proof by exhaustion. You never stopped. The reason why you find creative ways to solve problems is you tried to solve the impossible. And so when you saw us together, I'm not surprised that that was a great moment for you. I get it, and I'm glad you got to have that because you had a chance to see something. Again, it was horrible for me, but I know why it was great for you. And what I learned from all that was that it taught me why I'm good at finding creative solutions to problems. I tried to do the impossible, and I've been trying forever. So at a young age, I had this need to try and bring my family together or whatever it happened to be. So think about your life and what things happened to you at childhood or very early on in your life that shaped who you are, that gave you this innate ability to see things other people can't. You became sensitive to things other people don't feel. That's your thing, that's your Z, the thing that, life has an XY relationship. You do more of this, you get more of that, but it's the Z that makes us special. And your Z comes from something that happened in childhood. And it's probably something you think is negative, but it's your superpower. So find your Z, think about that, and I will see you tomorrow. It's Chris Jarvis, and thechrisjarvis.com has more. Have a great day.